Do not make eye contact. Making eye contact with Mr. H will be seen as an attempt to steal his thought energy and will be grounds for immediate dismissal. Yes, even if Mr. H is wearing his special hat. Thank you for your patience. Welcome back to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad. Replay games slowly and most often badly. We're back with another episode of
You're making me carry the heavy
Fallout
stuff, aren't you?
New Vegas. What's exciting about that is in the last episode we got some lovely new weapons and a handful of armors off of some people who, you know, they're not going to necessarily miss them anymore.
Hey.
You guys have to say? So this is
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Yeah, that's nice. This is the NCR sharecropper fields. This is the food source for Vegas.
Maze is doing well in this soil.
And interesting note here, this whole place is all these little sort of irrigated fields constructed just in the shadow of Vegas itself. This is an NCR holding, and based on my relationship with NCR, they should all be attacking me, but they're not. So I asked in the last episode what we're going to do with these guys, and you didn't give me any feedback, which is fine, but we're going to leave them alone for now because there is some quest opportunity here, and if we decide that we just want to wipe them out later, all the more power to us. Additionally, I do need to redo my hotkeys a little bit. Single shotgun, drive-beam laser. Alright, so, oh, that's not what I wanted. Sawed-off shotgun. That is what I wanted. Yes. This is a boomstick. 2 shots. Many pellets, lots of damage. Shoots a higher caliber of ammo than the single shotgun, which makes it lovely as we get to this point in the game when I start making some decisions about DPS. So, no feedback this week, or less feedback than usual. And views are down, which is fine. As you progress through something, it always tends to garner a few less views. That's okay. But we are entering the thick of the story, so I'm hoping that if you're finding this in the future, this will pull you back in. We are at Gunrunners, which is a unaffiliated vendor station within the Mohave that
Hello.
happens to specialize
Welcome, sir, or
in kinetic weapons, aka guns. Yep, all of these lovely guns available. But probably more importantly than all of the lovely guns is the fact that they always have a ton of caps. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain to you why that's a huge bonus. Basically, we now have a place we can always go, and we can, I already have that. We can always come back here, we can always drop some ammunition, and use that ammunition sales, plus the weapon sales, plus the armor sales, to fund our exploration. So, let's start by dropping... Oh, I almost made a huge mistake. We need to put on our special trading armor.
welcome, sir or madam.
I would like to purchase something.
I am ready to.
You're ready to process the transaction? That is so nice of you. Okay, so we're going to dump off a lot of the stuff that we just got. A lot of it. Like, an irrational amount of stuff. Alright, so that gets through everything I'm carrying. I might use missiles, and I might use flamer fuel, so we'll hold into that for a second. That was a pretty decent portion of his trading capacity. Alright, frag mines, some other stuff.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Alright, here is where this really gets impressive. Watch this.
Welcome,
now,
sir,
gunrunners
or-
are not the sales point of choice when you get later in the game, simply because you've made relationships with people, and that affects your trade prices, just like any good RPG. However, at this stage of the game, I am really... Well, I didn't really want to do that. That's okay, though. That's okay. At this stage of the game, no one likes me. I don't like anybody. So it's okay for me to go through here and make some just dump trades to try and free up some space. And oh boy, dump trades have we made. Mach 2, 20 damage threshold, 4,000 caps. Can I afford that? Because that would be lovely. Although I guess the difference between regular and Mach 2 is not that meaningful. So, what do you got for ammunition? Grenades for my grenade rifle, I'll take that. Incendiary grenades, I'll also take that. 20 gauge, I'll take that. 12 gauge, I'll take that. We're actually going to clear them out of 12 gauge. And we'll clear them out of 20 gauge. And anything else? I'd say nothing at the moment, but that should put us in a pretty good carrying capacity place. Yep, 130. Okay, so let's do a little bit of lore. Let's talk to Isaac.
I don't handle buying and selling for the gunrunners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory.
So you work for them?
For around 5 years now. I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff.
Interesting. So they have a logistics person. Who are you?
Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories.
So that's interesting. Any chance I could get a tour and steal you blind?
None whatsoever.
Aw.
Everything inside the fence is off limits, and the guards have strict orders to shoot to kill. A lot of our high-end weaponry comes from pre-war military schematics. If our competition got a hold of them, it'd be bad for business.
Well, I almost certainly wouldn't do that right now. I almost certainly wouldn't do that right now. So that is one interesting location within the wasteland. Another one is a Crimson Caravan, which is up that way. And out this way, if memory serves, there is something I do want to find. I think I might be a little further out than I'm anticipating, but that's okay. Alright, it says lovely lit way to get into Crimson Caravan in New Vegas. It's just a nice piece of storytelling. And I believe my new interiors mod adds some of these locations which were previously, I believe, not normal locations you can get into. We'll do some exploring here after. I do want to find this thing. Now, if you're an experienced New Vegas player, you know exactly what I'm going for right now. If you've never played the game and you're thinking about getting into it, you'll want to remember this location because it is one of the most... You know, I'm just going to say it, it's a broken location. It doesn't make sense at the point of the game we're in that we should have access to the things that this is going to grant us. You could theoretically just run straight from Good Springs, ignore all the story to this point, and come over here and grab this set of items. And it would make you OP AF as you run through the game early. So across this bridge, not in the safely lit area, is a whole bunch of people who have been bluified. We got a Van Graff Thug, and what does he have in him? Combat armor. Combat armor is one of the best pieces of armor in the game. 15 damage threshold and available very, very early on. A lever action shotgun. And by the way, we get 2 sets of armor. So this was a... This was a campsite that got raided by some Van Graff thugs who turned all of the denizens of that campsite into a big smoldering pile of ash. Looks like there's another pile of ash right over here. Anything good? Ooh, in a box. Anything good in the box? Nope. Oh, there's more down here too. So we're gonna meet the Van Graffs in a bit. They are, I'm gonna say, not necessarily the best people. And there's a couple of options to deal with them through the game. We'll need to decide that in a little while, but for right now, just be aware that they exist. Alright. So, now that I get this OP set of armor, let's look at the armor. So, Spacesuit has a damage threshold of 10. Think about that, it's just defense. It's the easiest way to explain it. This now decently maintained piece of combat armor is 15. I pick up 5. Now, that might seem relatively insignificant, but if you think about it on the basis... Whoopsies. If you think about it on the basis of each bullet from an automatic weapon doing a very small amount of damage, but doing it very quickly, I'm sponging up more damage with every shot, which makes the impact of each rapid-fire weapon less and less effective. Why is that important? Well, when it comes to the NCR, they are made up primarily, almost entirely, of automatic weapons that shoot lower caliber rounds. Oh, and we are at one lovely part, I believe, if I was smart, of the game. I have loaded mods, and I'm really about to find out if these mods have taken effect the way I would like them to. Yes! Welcome to Open Crimson... I think it's the Open New Vegas, Open something mod. It makes the...
Hey there. Here's the rest of the payment.
Thank you for the payment. Now go away. The Open New Vegas series of mods add locations into the game that instead of having to go through a loading zone, it opens them up to you right from the get-go. So I didn't need to walk through a loading zone to get here. Now, in a kill everything run, this is a little bit OP because it allows me to be able to snipe people off from a greater distance. Since this is only like a 50% of kill everything run, it's not too OP. Now, what I will say is the fact that a Legion gang could theoretically chase you here might actually play as a disadvantage. But I will say for the immersion of being able to just walk through...
McLaughlin's a hard boss, but she knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
Okay, thank you. Rather than having to go through loading zones, it kind of breaks the immersion because it takes a while. Are you... Oh, you guys don't know what to do. Okay. I was trying to figure it out, but you know what? Their pathing is all messed up because of the mod. That's okay. We are going to visit one more location, which I believe is right over here, or maybe the next building over. This is the New Vegas Medical Clinic. So, out here in the waste, there is still medical service provided by the followers of the Apocalypse and located in this building. So, let's review our stats really quick. Strength 10, 5, 2, 2, 8, 6, 7. That's a pretty good stat line, but I would not mind getting another point in intelligence so we get additional skill points per. That's that one guy over there. Why is this clinic so important? It is the only location within the wasteland where you can purchase implants.
Evening.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
I would like an implant. I'd like to buy an implant, thank you.
One other thing I forgot to mention.
Yep, limited number of implants. I can't get a lot of them because my endurance skill is so ridiculously low, but I will become more intelligent. It costs 4,000 caps. So now you see why I've been murdering basically everything and doing this big barter chain. But I now have 9 intelligence, so I'm almost maxed out in intelligence. And you might say, that doesn't seem that important. Well, perhaps. But I will say that with each individual skill point I get from here on out, I will think it's very much worth it. There we go. Ah. I did want to come to this time because look at the Lucky 38. A location we'll be going to in the near future. It is just so freaking lovely at this time. What on earth is going on over here? I mean, something was clearly just happening. But I see no obvious signs of a battle. Which is a little bit of a shame, because I would have liked to figure out what on earth was going on there. Oh, just these angry cows. Ooh, I got a lever action shotgun. Let's try that. So this lovely shotgun is like a single shotgun, except with the lever action feature. I'm able to hold 5 rounds. And then fire them in not automatic, but quick succession. Well, if I accomplish nothing else in this, I have killed a bunch of cows. So that's gotta be something. I think this is added. Red Dog Ranch. Neat. Okay. So that is this side of Vegas explored. I did not get any feedback for the last episode to tell me where you wanted me to focus my efforts next. So I am going to take a leap of faith that you would like me to continue to explore the outskirts of Vegas and not necessarily run straight into Vegas proper. And that is a-okay, because there is plenty to work with. So, this is sort of the bombed out area of Vegas. It's on the outskirts of everything. There's stuff in here that's worth looting, but I can't be troubled at the moment to go through here and really, really dig through. I am trying to find that battle, because I think it'd be interesting to see what was going on. Fortunately / unfortunately, it didn't involve me, which makes it a little bit harder to track down. Okay, we're going to assume that I'm not going to find this. Shrug and say that's okay. And we're going to move on. As I said, we are not going to run headlong into Vegas at the moment.
Why, you're a pussy.
Yep, thank you, Sean. So I'm joined by my good buddy, Sean here, who happens to be over at the moment and doing his laundry. And say hello, Sean.
What's up, guys?
So Sean's never played this game, so this will be a first time for him as well. I'm just sort of meandering around the wasteland trying to find things to pick fight. What? Okay.
You like the sight of
Okay.
your own blood?
Well, that was unexpected. I was trying to find... I did shooting earlier and I couldn't find it. Oh, good lord, he had plastic explosives on him? That is awesome. Yeah, I was trying to find the shooting earlier. And I heard like a laser weapon. And no one around here by default has laser weapons, so I don't know why that guy did. Oh, a trader? So this is like heavily modded. So
Hey there, need
this
anything?
doesn't normally happen. I don't generally
Sure.
find traders like anywhere in this game. So this is like a nice thing. Oh, I think I've traded with this one before because he's got everything that I killed other people installed. So that's interesting. Alright, so here's our first mention of a gang that we'll see quite a bit throughout Freeside, the Kings. So each member of the Kings is an Elvis impersonator.
Kick back and relax. Everything is allowed.
If you're heading to the
in
strip,
Freeside.
just go through the gate there.
So they wear leather jackets, jeans. There's a whole Elvis impersonator college that they actually take hold of and hold down as their base. And their leader is called the King, and is in every way a really silly doppelganger for Elvis. It's a lot of fun.
Can you go kill him and pick the game?
You if you kill him, it basically sets in motion hunters. All right, this is a modded area. If you kill him, it basically makes your life miserable. These guys are around like every corner and have like submachine guns.
But if you kill him, then you become the king again.
No, unfortunately. All right, I need lockpick of 50. Where are we at with lockpick? 31. I cannot get through this door. That is. Ugh. There's got to be another door. This is like a modded area. I've never been here before. I want to explore this super badly. I can't get in. That is such a freaking shame.
Put in a cheat code or something.
I could put in a cheat code, but I've been pretty good about not cheesing anything in this game. This game is pretty easy as it is, even in like a harder difficulty. And like putting in a cheat code, I did just get killed.
What killed you?
A landmine.
You stepped on a landmine.
I stepped on a landmine. Yeah, this was like a previous episode. I stepped on a landmine like 6 times. So.
The same landmine?
Well, there were 2 landmines in very close proximity.
Who was over there before?
What? That's one of my followers. I don't know where they went. Neither of them can lockpick. Yeah, I don't necessarily have the best followers right now. This is also viewer-based, so I ask people on Twitter to vote, and they tell me what they'd like me to do.
I'd like you to step on that landmine again.
I don't know what's over there, and I'd like to find out. So, this dynamite. I did. Alright, I got some Spam. And cigarettes. And whiskey. Well, this was not worth it. Vodka. And ammo. Maybe worth it, maybe not.
Now, if you run out of ammo in here, you screwed?
You can get ammo. It's not the most plentiful thing, but you can find it. There are vendors. It's like any particular RPG. It's not so rare that, like, you have to, like, really ration it. But it's rare enough that, like, I run out of shotgun ammo, like, all the time. I've also gotten through most of this game to this point, basically doing a kill everything run.
Well, that's cool.
So,
Kill everything. Don't worry about it.
this is very true. If everything dies, then there's nothing to fight you. Oh, here's an interesting one. House and House Tool Company. This is their factory. So House is someone you're going to meet later in the game. He's a major figurehead in Vegas, and oh, look at all the red, all the red in the compass. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Are those all dudes you gotta kill?
Those are all dudes. I gotta kill. Well, they have lasers. My guy has lasers.
Oh, you have like a drone.
What's that?
Like a droid thing.
Yeah. I got my own robot. Robo Brain. Oh yeah.
The psionic beam or the laser?
So I got pulse
So,
slugs.
in a post-apocalyptic Vegas,
Yeah.
how does one build robots that
So these robots are all pre-war. This is the guy, not to like ruin the rest of the storyline that we're gonna go through here shortly, but this is the guy who basically built all the robots in this game, or many of the robots in this game. Many of the robots that are used in this game were built by his company. Oh, that's a trap.
Good thing you
But
didn't get hit by that. You walked right in.
Right? I walked in the wrong way. Okay. Super duper. Super duper. I'm not frustrated by that at all.
At
Alright.
least you start right.
Yeah, at least I start in the factory. That is one thing.
Careful. That's what the line was.
Yeah, I know the landmine was somewhere over here. Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Oh, look at that!
There's probably more than one.
Oh, look at that nonsense.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Can you hit them with a bullet from the robot?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll lower
It's a shotgun, so
Is that all?
it's approximate. That's all of them that were right here. Alright. If I remember correctly, this is like a beautiful lore sandwich right here. Alright, House and House Tools Inc. Building the things you need to build a better tomorrow. Effective immediately, the following company policies are in place. All cameras are forbidden in office areas and on the factory. No more than 3 employees are permitted in the break rooms at any time. In accordance with the wishes of management, all bathrooms have been sealed off and walled over. Employees are requested to attend to all waste disposal needs before or after work hours. If you have any questions, you can email Human Resources.
Email Human Resources.
I wish I could.
Tell them that's against the law to prevent bathroom breaks.
Are you out of your mind?
See what they say.
You think they aren't monitoring emails? Don't send that seditious shit my way. Hello again, everybody. Mr. H has requested the following rules be added to the H&H Tools employee policies. Please note, these rules are effective immediately. All employees will conduct spoken language business in English, yes. That includes dealing with international clients. Rooftop access is strictly prohibited, and all employees must submit to random DNA screens to isolate the traitor gene. Hello, fellow H&H employees. Mr. H has asked me to pass on the details of new security systems. This is very important, so please read it and confirm via email you understand these procedures. Automated heavy turrets have been installed in both cubicle areas, the central catwalk, and outside of Mr. H's offices. You must have your ID pass on you at all times, or the turrets will open fire. And we certainly don't want that, do we? Smiley face. Remember, no sudden movements until you hear the click. That means the turret has recognized your ID signature and you're safe to pass. Employees must submit at least one of the following on the first payday of each month. 1 vial of blood, 20 nail clippings, toenail or fingernail is fine, but not a mix of both, 1 lock of hair, or a 5 square centimeter skin sample. These samples will be retained for monitoring purposes. Any employees seem to be cohabiting, colluding, or cogitating with any of the following groups will be terminated immediately. Foreigners, Masons, Carpenters, tragic players, illegal aliens, extraterrestrials, or the Flemish. If you see Mr. H in the halls, do not make eye contact. Making eye contact with Mr. H will be seen as an attempt to steal his thought energy and will be grounds for immediate dismissal. Yes, even if Mr. H is wearing his special hat. Thank you for your patience with our little reorganization.
So wait, the only thing I didn't understand was the Flemish.
Yeah. No, you can swear. I don't do it a ton, but yeah, you totally can. Oh, Jesus. What? Stop it. You stop it too.
Alright, you're saying you're not using cheat codes?
I am not using cheat codes.
But you just got nailed by 2 laser turrets?
I have legit armor at this point.
I call BS.
Before you came down,
Anybody on Twitter that thinks that was BS, make sure you leave a comment, because I want to know that I'm not alone in this.
No, totally fair. Well, also I have 10 strength, which is basically the equivalent in this game of, like, Hulk strength. I feel like apples and oranges.
No, Superman's better.
So here's some more lore.
Who else is better than Wolverine?
I think there's a fair amount of people who would probably fight you on that.
Again, if anybody's hearing this broadcast, it is the end of the world, and we're debating whether or not the Hulk is better than Wolverine. Leave a comment for us, thank you.
Alright, what do we got? We got email from Jack Maynard, Jenny DeSoto, and Alan Dalton. Tom, have you seen these new HR rules? What the hell is going on here? I swear, if this place didn't have great benefits, I'd be out of here. I find myself saying that a lot in real life. Hey, sexy. I just fed Alan a line about having to play the Loch Ness Monster in a play this weekend, so I'm free Friday night. Want me to bring the stovepipe and souvenir moon rocks? Jenny. Woo. Jenny said your brother might know something about these Robco guys that are kicking our asses on the trading floor. You heard anything? Alright. I feel like there's more explosives in this direction. So I'm going to not go down there, because that didn't end well for me.
Oh, come on.
No. Listen, I have had to re-record so many sections of this game because I've made terrible decisions. make some quality decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna go through this radioactive lake and go up. But these pulse slugs, I've been collecting them the whole game. They're shotgun ammo that basically is super effective against robots.
Yeah.
And like this is where they shine. Oh god! I almost did just get blown up again, yes.
Careful.
Yeah, thank you.
Every one of those landings will probably have a mine.
Well, that's sort of my expectation at this point.
Oh, a toolbox.
Well, the toolbox is right next to a mine. That turns up, actually.
Can you open the toolbox?
Yeah. Duct tape, paint gun, wonder glue. So in 4, did you play 4?
Not really. I started playing it, and then I got distracted with Assassin's Creed.
In 4, see his tripwire? You see that?
Ooh, that's another trap.
Yeah, nice try. Where's the shotgun? Where is it?
Pick up the shotgun?
Oh yeah, you can totally pick up the shotgun.
Is it a shotgun?
Yeah, it's a shotgun, look.
Oh, no way, that's cool.
Yeah, rigged shotgun.
Now, can you re-rig that to your weapon?
Lucky 38 VIP card. Okay. You can't re-rig it. However, I have a lot of other options in terms of explosives. Anthony House's terminal. This is a big one.
Like proximity mines, like
yeah,
yeah. Style?
I mean, ish. As this is, you gotta remember the age on this is several years old. This was like, why am I blanking? Oblivion territory.
Oh.
Like this came out alongside like.
I never played Oblivion or Skyrim. I bet you people online are gonna think that's weird.
I actually find that, well, the Skyrim thing is totally weird. Yeah, we'll see about that. As the years roll on, I find myself missing Father's advice more and more. I wonder if he would be part of the decisions I've made, but no. Such secondhand guessing does me no good. I won't be weighed down by the past, and I won't waste energy on ancient family history, especially when that history isn't really family at all. What we got? I'm beginning to mistrust Henderson. I think he's conspiring with my bastard half-brother to seize the company. I built this company, damn it. I won't be ousted by some Johnny-come-lately fancy college man with his robots and his degrees. I've asked Cindy Lou to keep an eye on him, to monitor his emails for suspicious activity. They've all turned against us, haven't they? Cindy Lou is right. I've had no choice. May God forgive me for what I've done. All my employees, all those people I thought were loyal friends. Was I wrong? Am I crazy? I've scattered this journal across all the terminals in this office just in case. They won't take me without a fight. As soon as I finish this entry, I'm activating the security systems. If you're reading this and you're American, God bless USA. If you're reading this and you're my brother, see you in hell. Alexander House.
That's the dude that owns the school factory.
Yes, one of the co-owners. And I just got a nice access code. That's really important for later on. Basically, the voting in this series has gone exactly one way. Suspicious terminal. Okay, watch this.
Yeah, you're gonna blow up.
No, never mind, it's not one. Access hit network drive. Cindy Lou can no longer save me. I thought it was one. So they can blow up. I was gonna touch it and then run away. Basically, everything in this game wants to kill you. And some of the mods that I've added make the game want to kill you more.
Now, this is New Vegas?
This is New Vegas.
I knew you played another one, 76,
I played 7... Okay.
Is that what it's called, 76?
76 is the new one that just came out. Suspicious terminal. What do we got? 76 just came out, and frankly, it's not... Nevertheless.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna die.
76, I enjoy. I play with Nick and actually Amber. It's a lot of fun.
Now that's for the Switch, right?
No, that's PC.
That's PC.
PC, but it's on everything except the Switch, unfortunately.
What? What is that?
Basically the same concept, but it's mass multiplayer. So there's like a PvP.
Yeah, there's a PvP aspect.
There's a PvP aspect of it that it adds.
Or you can like make squads like you have in this one.
Yeah, but your squads are basically your friends, so. Alright, so that is all for this location.
You get your lockpick.
Dude, I do need to get my lockpicking up. It actually hurts a lot. This game really favors lockpicking and sneak. Like,
Wow. How do you do that?
each level up, you're given skill points you get to spend.
Oh, so you gotta level up a lot?
Yeah, you gotta, basically, you have to just kill as much as you humanly can and complete quests. And that will get you level ups that you can spend. Oh, it's spinning.
Does that mean it's not gonna load?
Well, so here's the thing, and you've never played this, so this is going to be a new concept to you. This game will crash for basically no reason. And then I made it worse by adding additional mods on top of it that make it more likely to crash.
Oh. Well, then there you go. I'm pretty sure it just...
Alright, through magic, the magic of editing, you didn't nearly experience as much pain as I just did. Took me quite a while to get this back going. So, continuing along the north of the map, jumping on this fence because it's physics, we arrive at this little shanty here, which is a super interesting little shanty. Future updates today, thank you. This is the Wind's hideout. And here's two people dressed in a very dapper manner. And they got a very hard block safe here that if you had a skill of 100 you can pick. Let's find out about the Winds. They're an interesting bunch.
What are you doing here, stranger? You looking to start some trouble?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Sammy, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal duo.
Oh.
You better not mess with us or you'll end up face down in a shallow grave.
You sound pretty tough. I wonder why I've never heard of you.
Simple. Up until now, we committed our crimes stealthily, leaving no evidence behind, so we never built a rep. But that's gonna change with our next score. You just wait and see.
So what's your plan, genius?
You'll have to ask Pauline about that. She's the brains of our operation.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
the muscle.
I'm sure. So look at that
Howdy.
terrible yellow hair. Good lord. That is a terrible dye job. What are you gonna say, Sammy?
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me, and Vance will plant you in the ground.
Oh, I see. Who are you?
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be.
Just because you say it doesn't mean it's true.
We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual.
Oh, you
Come a
should
week
heard
or
of
so,
me.
though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait.
So what's your plan?
Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands.
Your plan is terrible.
You'll see. You'll feel stupid that you made fun of us when you learn how rich we are.
Alright. Just, stand still. Still, please. Vance is lucky cat. Vicky's got it. Hey, Veronica, would you like a
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Well, it's not a dress, but it is a very pretty hat. Are you not gonna... You're not gonna wear it? Can I make you wear it?
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I can't make you wear it. It's a shame. Ooh, red dots. So yeah, that quest line, if you have a high enough speech skill, you can basically just go in there and tell them that trying to use the special machine gun they have to rob a casino is basically insta-death. And if you have a high enough speech skill, they'll just give it to you. I will come back when I have a lockpicking skill in the future, or maybe not, because machine guns are pretty hot garbage in this game. I'll come back and get it in the future. But I see some red blips over here, which means I need to find out what they are.
Now, are they going to be enemies or animals or what?
This one looks like animals. Yes, you do actually. just hide. And, are you guys gonna take this guy? Yeah, there you go.
Now, when they fire, can they use your ammo?
Nope, they use their own ammo pool, or they use a default ammo, which is actually pretty sneaky awesome. Because it means that you can have basically a free extra gun firing. Ooh, what do we got? Hi.
You like the sight of my blood?
Where are you guys getting these advanced weapons? I just shot the guy in the head with a sawed-off, but he had a plasma rifle on him. I don't know where these guys are getting these like super advanced weapons. Like, these guys are wearing like cow skulls for a helmet, yet at the same time they're bringing multi-$1,000 plasma rifles to the table to fight me with.
And you have a simple sawed-off.
I have my simple sawed-off shotgun. I got a lever action too I could be using. Ooh, what's this? Patriot's Cookbook. So this game has a magazine system as well. It's worth pointing out. If you read a magazine, you get a temporary skill boost. So it's like your typical RPG in that your stats don't just stay at one point. You can manipulate them every way to Sunday.
That's cool.
Plasma rifles. And you have conditions. So I'm just, when I get in here and I collapse a bunch of them together, I'm just grinding up the condition to make them weigh less, because I only have one, and it scales pretty close, 1-to-1, so you're not carrying extra when you don't have to. Alright, here's the Horowitz farm stand. There is, depending on which perk you take, Wacky Wasteland or not. Oh god. That's a dude. It's a dude. That dude, though, is doing actually respectable damage.
Had enough?
Oh, that chainsaw. Oh, that chainsaw is lovely.
Do you hit him with a chainsaw?
No, my follower bought a chainsaw. And I will go down to the end of time saying that that was a very good use of like $3,000 in this game. I mean, she just ran up and just chewed that guy into a million pieces. Although I am not great on health. I gotta eat some food. Do you have empty soda bottles? Okay. I want these bottle caps. You do know that, like, when I'm collecting the bottle caps, that's the money, right?
No.
So bottle caps are the money. Bottle caps. Think about it. It's a thing that you need specialized equipment to make. So it's actually not
I guess that kind of makes sense.
a terrible currency choice. But one of the missions later on in the game does involve you actually finding someone who is counterfeiting bottle caps. Because you think about it, if you had a press, you could make an infinite amount of these bottle caps and debase the currency. Right.
But I mean, if bottle caps are constructed anyway, and you have the ability to construct bottle caps, doesn't that technically still mean they're the same?
Well, you need to have a bottle cap press to make a bottle cap. Other than that, you find them on a drink, but there's a finite amount of drinks in the world because it is the apocalypse. So, I mean, I think it generally isn't a terrible notion. But what I'd say is it's somewhat flawed. The fact that it assumes that no one would ever think to go find themselves a bottle cap, or a bottling plant. All right.
Now you just had a rad sick.
Yeah, I just ate a whole bunch of irradiated food, just to get my health going up. This next part, I'm going to show off basically going north from the Horowitz farmstead, because it's cool, and I want people at home to see it, but I'm not going to necessarily use a weapon I'm actually going to get from it, although the weapon is freaking bananas awesome.
Now, how many times do you have to play this game and know what's going on?
To have like an encyclopedic knowledge, yeah, you play through it like once, and you get a pretty good sense. Well, that's not very stealthy. You play through it like once, you get a really good idea of what's going on. I believe it's these guys up here. So if you actually choose a perk, this next thing would be fighting an alien. But I didn't choose that perk, so this should be really overpowered. Oh Jesus. The alien gives you one particular weapon. I did not want that weapon that the alien gave you, so I went with this instead. By the way, I'm super good with explosives. I think I got rid of the big guy.
Why do you have a weird
What are the spaces? Oh, dude, this. Good on you.
A headshot.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, nope, the bad guy's not down. The bad guy's not down. The bad guy's not down. Don't let him hit you. Get out of the way. Let my... Okay. Okay. Nope, do not shoot me. Ah, that's a railgun. Oh, so you're shooting everyone with point blank?
Yeah.
That thing is ridiculously powerful. I was, not gonna lie, a little bit nervous there for a second, because he shot Veronica, and look at how far back she got thrown. Dude, this gun, if you have a high energy weapon skill, I believe it's energy weapons. Yeah, it's energy weapons. Is ridiculous. It's a sniper rifle, and it's a railgun.
So why would you not?
I am going for like a heavy,
You're making me carry the
belt.
heavy stuff, aren't
No
you?
one plays shotguns in this game, but shotguns are nasty, nasty powerful. So I basically said from the beginning that I was going to try and stick to shotguns specifically. See, you'd know this if you watch my YouTube channel, but you don't do that.
No, I actually do not watch it.
Yeah, some friend you are.
However, I guest star on it. What's up, guys?
Yeah, so that's the only reason I wanted to show it off, because it is, like, if you can come up here, perch up there...
I would use that railgun all the time.
Yeah, oh, dude, you get it, and you basically, the struggle is that you have to keep it maintained, but other than that, dude, you basically perch up real high with that sniper rifle. And then...
So go to Vegas and blow people away with it.
Well, because I get shotguns.
Yeah, but...
Shotguns.
It's more fun.
Oh, trust me, this is going to be plenty of fun.
Railgun.
Trust me. If I get my sneak skill up, I'm able to bring this sawed-off shotgun most places with me, and trust me, that will be a lot of fun.
And just because I don't watch your channel doesn't mean I'm not subscribed.
No,
subscribe.
It's fine. That's fine. No, I hear you. You know, just too busy.
I'm too busy watching reaction videos from TV shows. What do you want?
Do you mean to like react to TV shows?
Huh?
New format change. Sean wants it. React to superhero shows.
You don't have to react to shows. You can play your games. I mean, I happen to know that you're afraid to play me in Smash Brothers online, but you know, it's cool.
No, it's cool. There was a time where I did a Smash Brothers live play with people on the channel.
Yeah, and you didn't even let me know.
Nope, didn't even invite you. Didn't even think of it.
I would have totally came and played with you. But then again, your viewers would be disappointed with your skill.
Oh, dude, my viewers, dude, I'm very honest. I'm terrible.
Well, that's why the channel's game's done slow and bad.
Yes, I added those extra words. Listen, I've always said my superpower is honesty. Brutal honesty. That's my superpower.
Yeah.
And self-awareness. Honesty and self-awareness.
So you're a robot.
Yes. Well, I mean, are robots truly self-aware, though?
Yeah. Well, something.
Yeah. So I'm basically Skynet. Yep.
Yeah, Skynet started with you, see?
Yep, confirmed. Next mod. Over here on this side of the map is a fun location that
so if you were playing this game normal,
yep,
none of this stuff would be here?
So, if I were playing this game normal, it'd be a big loading zone I'd have to go through for West Side. Because I'm playing this game modded, I just walk through that door and I'm in West Side. So you can imagine that
this is an actual place in the game.
This is an actual place in the game, and it's an actual place in Vegas proper. There is a West Side of Vegas. Like, it maps against an actual real-life location.
Oh, that's cool.
So actually, almost all the stuff in this game maps out really well against real-life locations. So like when I was out there, we got metal armor reinforced, combat helmet.
Now, can you just steal that stuff?
Oh yeah, watch this, watch this. Fine. Oh no, I'm not gonna get caught. I was ducking.
Do you care about karma?
Do I care about karma? Insofar as one of my good friends on the channel will give me a really hard time because I give her a hard time on stealing everything.
Oh, so,
yes.
So Amber would.
If you're down on your luck
not
and
Amber.
need some.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, someone else.
Who?
Take your time gaming.
Take your time gaming.
She runs another YouTube channel. We interact quite a bit. So
and she steals everything.
Oh yeah, just absolute filthy thief.
That is exactly what you gotta be in a post-apocalyptic situation.
Yeah, listen, I'm getting along very, very well without being a dirty thief.
I think you should go be a dirty thief and take that metal reinforced armor.
Yeah, but I can't sell it here.
Yeah, but you can wear it.
But I have better armor.
Do you have better?
Oh yeah, dude, trust me.
I thought you were at the beginning of this.
No. I'm pretty well into this. I got damage threshold 17 armor. That stuff is much heavier and probably is about the same. Yeah. Trust me. I'm all about like optimizing my armor set in this game.
Now, what is the purpose of cigarettes in this game?
They're a good trading mechanism.
Because I know in like Metal Gear Solid games, you can use cigarettes to find out traps, like the laser grid traps.
No, not in this one. No, that would be pretty nifty. Given the number of freaking explosives everywhere. No, this is more about giving you a commodity that you can trade that's not super heavy. There we go.
So it's like
Pleasure doing business with.
It's basically prison trading. So by the way, just to show you the ease, this blocks his line of sight. He can't see me. I come over here and steal it. Take the helmet too.
Yeah. I'll get out of there before you get caught.
Oh, no one's good. No. Once you successfully steal
You're
something,
making me carry the
watch
heavy
this.
stuff, aren't you?
Watch this. Just to point out how long ago this was. Yeah, she's very clearly wearing the armor that I just stole from his shop. No problem. No sweat. It's basically Skyrim rules, right? Where you just run up, steal it, and run away, and there's absolutely no freaking consequence.
Wait, in Skyrim you steal stuff, but like, don't they call you a thief and chase after you and stuff?
If you get caught, yes.
I used to break into this house when I played Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind.
Yeah.
And I used to steal all this glass armor.
Yeah.
And then everybody hated me through the rest of the game.
I can't remember Morrowind and the way the logic went for it. In Skyrim, like if the person will send assassins after you. In this one, there's much less consequence. They're not sure which devious individual came and stole all our stuff, so they do not pass judgment on you. It's actually quite great.
So I'm actually going to start playing Skyrim soon. I have a copy for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And I hear that being a member of the Brotherhood of Blood, something like a vampire kind of deal, is like the best way to go.
The Dark Brotherhood?
Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's Assassin's group. You'll like it.
But they say become a vampire, join the Dark Brotherhood, and learn some crazy magic, and that's the best setup to do.
I could believe that. I could totally believe that. Alright, here is a drug addict. And the reason I believe he's a drug addict is he's coming at me with a butter knife. Fighting someone with a chainsaw with his little butter knife. You clearly have to be addicted to some sort of drugs to make that decision. Listen, I have people to do this for me. I mean, they're not doing a great job, but I have people for this.
Missing every shot. It's like they're stormtroopers or something.
And this is not covering themselves in glory here. What do I got? I don't want to waste good ammo. What's that?
I think he'll have fun.
Oh, he'll have nothing on him. Yeah, he has a little switchblade, and that was about it. But this is the bad side of town, I'm gonna say. The west side of Vegas. I don't know if it's actually the bad side of town in real life, but this is the location of like all the freaking gangs.
So you can't take over any gangs?
No, but you can do something better. You can't take over any gangs. You can become you can lead your own faction. There is an option that we'll get to where you can lead your own faction, which is pretty legit.
Okay.
And like basically, the one thing that this game has that no other game that I've really ever played has, like that it nails like 100%, is this game allows you to do whatever you want. Period. There is no limit on like you can play this whatever style you want. It's not going to punish you for choosing a certain style. And when I like say that it like sometimes it actually like rewards you for being just a terrible crap human being, and doing things that are just abysmally bad. Hello.
Oh, so why are those guys
well, that one has a grenade, which is like grenade. Okay, and my torso is crippled. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here.
So how do you fix it?
Stim packs. It's basically the healing potion of the game. Come here. Come here.
Can you melee?
Oh yeah, totally. What do I got that I can melee? A cleaver or something? I actually don't have anything on me right now I can melee him with.
Can
but
you
I
beat them with melee?
Unfortunately no. This is sort of predating the part of games where you're just like shield bashing people all day long. But I did get a beautiful laser rifle from him, which is awfully actually. Hold on. Let me show you one thing that I'm pretty sure I can do here. Can I body drag? No, it won't be body drag. Is there a way to body drag? I thought there was a way to body drag, but that might be another one. I was gonna put him in this dumpster, but I'm not gonna sit here and try and figure out the button combos all day. So this is the Fiends area. We'll come back here later on because they have a whole vault. So vaults are basically the apocalyptic shelters where everyone took shelter after the bombs fell.
Yes, you start in the vault in follow, or not follow. Yeah, follow.
Yep. God, you need to stop shooting in your face. I need to take some medicines.
So the different parts of your body can be crippled with it?
Yes. And she's totally cool with the fact that I just hit her with a grenade rifle. Totally cool. Love this game. Love this game. Like I said, really rewards you for being a pitifully bad human being.
Now, can you friendly fire people?
Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
So you can kill your own people.
Oh, frankly, I'm surprised that they didn't kill her. Yeah. No, that was a calculated risk on my part, and I had a pretty good sense that was going to kill her. It didn't, but kind of surprised by that. So the Fiends have a vault right over here. It's part of several storylines. I'm not going to go in there because it's a load zone, and I don't want to go through the load zone. Just more time. But we're about to make a really nice loop of the whole of Vegas after we go by the NCR. So my viewers are very familiar with the NCR. It's a new California Republic, and it's the, I'm gonna air quote, good faction. It's the morally more just faction.
Like kind of your own Lord, as in still pretty.
Oh, pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad.
Just than the other one.
So the other one is a
like the sight of your own
they're
blood.
called Caesar Legion, and Caesar's Legion, like all hail Caesar. And they are really quite evil. They're slavers, but they maintain a ridiculously clean society because basically everything is punishable by death via being hung on a cross.
So just like Rome.
So yeah, it's very. That's what the inspiration is, and my viewers are very familiar with them because they basically voted that they want me to kill everything as often as possible.
Now you do a live poll to find out these things.
Yeah, I run a Facebook or a Twitter poll. I basically just open it up for suggestions. Oh, okay. By the way, this
now, is
poll.
That poll really gonna survive? I hope you not get shot.
Well, it's currently working. I got this here right. Rifles again. Not like these, yeah. Everybody's playing on these guys. I had to use him for something. Are you gonna...
You lost the sight.
Jesus. Firing your own blood. There we go. So, where I was going with that is, my viewers are very familiar with the NCR because they basically have gone and made it very clear that they do not want the NCR to be given any quarter. We're going to go by their largest encampment in the game, the McCarran Airport, which is a real-world location. I mean, it's the actual primary airport for Vegas, and it is a really large airport. Right, here is an NCR trooper who got caught in that fight, died. He's got quite a bit on him. And
That was like a girl.
yeah, it might have been. He or she got squared up against those fiends, and looks like this one also got caught in the middle of that. I'm not going to take any of the credit for these kills, because it very clearly didn't seem like it was me. McCarran is enormous, like ludicrously enormous for the age of this game.
Yeah, because New Vegas came out early 2000s, didn't it?
Not early. I wouldn't say early 2000s. That's, I think, giving it a little too much credit. But it came out around the same time as after Morrowind, but before Skyrim. So it's in that Oblivion era of games. So putting it any earlier than that, I think, is giving it a little too much credit. But even then, the background of the game is such that the game came together very quickly, and it was made by Obsidian. And here we go. This is the actual airport. You can see the structure itself. I think there's a way for me to... Yeah, see, there's the actual flag over there. So McCarran is huge, and basically if you're not friendly with the NCR and you try and go in there, bad things. I don't know why the game is being very generous to me right now, because I've killed dozens of NCR members, and it isn't aggroing them against me, but all of these guys on these ramparts should be shooting at me. This game is probably most famous for the glitches that it sometimes displays. NCR versus fiends. So those lasers are the fiends. These gunshots are the NCR. Oh, there's a fiend over there in that nuclear waste pile.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Good luck with that, my friend. Alright, so this is a cool part of the game. There's a really heavy presence of the NCR over here. So they get in all these world battles with anything they find. So all these fiends, all these addicts, they fight them naturally. Like, you don't need to cause it. It's not a set-piece battle. It's just two factions who happen to be coming into contact with each other. And whoever dies, they die for real. So it's neat because theoretically you could ram two factions into each other by getting them to chase you and watch them fight.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So because I've killed so many members of the Legion and the NCR, this hasn't happened in this episode, but they'll send death squads after you.
Oh yeah?
And you can technically run a death squad of one faction into the middle of another faction and cause a fight. Which is actually a really good way to parry any of the attacks that actually happen to you. And this is actually the big loop. So if we look at the map of Vegas, we're going to be coming up on the sharecropper fields where I actually started this video. So we didn't actually go into Vegas today, but I think based on the feedback I heard earlier, what folks wanted to see was more of a side questing, lore sponging run through the area to sort of get ourselves baselined. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to call the episode as we sort of walk up on the industrial park just to the south of the sharecropper fields. As always, I want to just take this minute to lay out some options for our next episode. We spent a lot of time in this episode just sort of meandering around, exploring the wasteland, maybe collecting a few things, going through some locations. In the next episode, what do we want to do? We still have the option to go into Vegas proper, We start by going through Freeside. We could do a whole bunch of quests in Freeside. That would be option 1. Option number 2 would be charge through Freeside and let's get into Vegas. And option number 3 would be don't go in there, keep exploring the wasteland, and trust me, there's plenty more options out there of stuff for us to do that does not even include Vegas. So with that, I'm going to thank you all for watching. I always say this, but I truly mean it. I truly appreciate everyone who watches my videos, and for whatever amount of time you're able to watch my videos. And I appreciate greatly when you all participate and give me your feedback. Thank you so much for watching as always, and as we approach the sharecropper field and I get a level up, we're going to save that for the... I guess we're going to do that now. We need some lockpicking. We've established this.
Ooh, almost up to 50.
Oh, and it's a perk. Oh, this is a way to end. What do we want? Oh, so many. What do we got? Tech Wizards. Science and Repair plus 5% resistance to all energy projectiles. That's pretty good. Robotics Expert, 25% additional damage to robots. We'll get that later in the game, I think. One way or another. And you thought all along sniper rifles were the only weapons that could score headshots. If you score a headshot while using a launcher and VATS, you deal beyond fatal damage. That's a lovely one. Heavyweight allows me to carry more.
Oh, you should do heavyweight. That way you can get more stuff.
Oh, but there's so many more, trust me. You can turn goo and ash into the same type of ammo that you left your foe this way. So if I burn a foe to death, I can technically get ammo back from him.
That's kind of cool.
Ooh, this is super important. This one gives me power armor training.
Do that.
Which I can't get based on the fact that everyone hates me. So, it'll be really hard to get power armor training, but we can get some power armor, and now we can use it, which is awesome. Alright, so thank you all for watching. This has been a really productive episode, I think, of Exploring the Wasteland, and a special thanks to Sean for joining me here tonight. Hopefully we'll be hearing and seeing from him on way more videos. I got one thing in particular I'd love for him to collab on. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.